Hello guys, how you doing today? So I've been getting a lot of this question about Dr. Stephen, what's going on in Abuja? Barrister Wike seems to be demolishing people's house, revoking people's land. And so this video is not to say whether it's right or wrong. I think aggrieved parties can go to court and challenge what he's doing. But it's to give some context and clarity. Because oftentimes when government make decisions, they don't even give proper clarity. And what this does is it creates panic in the market. And private investors, developers, and general Nigerians begin to get worried because you are not even understanding what exactly is going on. So I just want to give some clarity to what is going on. Number one, Barrister Wike, is claiming that you are supposed to pay what we call ground rent. So when you buy a land, whether it has C of O or R of O, you will see a particular price written even on the document that you're supposed to be paying. And his argument is that most people haven't been paying that, and he's targeting particularly high brow areas. And recently, he has had to even revoke the secretary to the government's land. Top people in government, he has had to revoke their land because they've not paid ground rent. So that's number one. So I encourage you, if you have land in Abuja, prime area, get a lawyer to analyze how much is it that you're supposed to be paying as ground rent, or another word I think they use in Lagos is land use or something. Basically is that, and again, let me say this. This is why I have been an advocate of we need to repeal the Land Use Act, right? If you really want this nonsense to stop, you need to get the National Assembly to, because every family has a land. So the idea that land is now in the hands of governor, is now in the hands of minister of FCT, and they then have the right to give people, is to move your ancestral land from freehold to leasehold. So it means you are leasing the land from the government, the land that your forefathers passed on to you. And these are colonial rules. When the Queen of England or King of England, started this whole taking over people's land, colonization, they will come to your country and say, hey, sign that you are giving all your land to the king or to the queen. And then in return, the king or queen will now give you a higher title. I returned a portion of the land to you. So even after we gain independence, these nonsense laws continue. We kept practicing this nonsense. So I think we should go push for those arguments. But again, back to the conversation about Abuja and what is going on.
The demolition exercise primarily targeted houses located within Footstool Estate and the Michelle Jasper Estate, situated behind the Amak Timber Market off Abuja Airport Road. Town Planner Mukhtar Usman Galadima, Director of Development Control Department of the FCTA, explained that the exercise aims to mitigate land use contraventions and address land grabbing activities in notorious areas.
So this is to inform the general public that for any person to buy any property in Abuja, please ensure that it is rightly titled property with approved development plan. Failing which, if you fall into the hands of these land grabbers, please don't blame the administration.
There are also demolitions where people's houses have been demolished. Again, argument in those cases is either they didn't pay the ground rent or they didn't get proper permit in building the houses that they built. Those are, again, they are allegations from the FCT minister's camp. Whether right or wrong, go to court, argue that. But you need to at least understand what's going on.
Abuja Development Control has pulled down the estate that seems to not have proper documentation of the land where majority of subscribers built millions of nairas structure on. The developers are speaking and speaking their mind over the lost encounter as scavengers take over the environment. In the process, as scavengers who are removing what they believe are useful, a building collapsed on some of them and 4 people lost their lives.
So the other part is there are cases where there are demolition of houses, estates, and the argument again from the FCT minister's camp. Again, I'm not here to tell whether right or wrong. These are things to be challenged in court. The argument is also that people haven't either paid their ground rent or they didn't get proper approval before building.
Listen to one of the subscribers what he has to say. My friend, how are you doing?
Very good.
Well, this is what's the name of this place?
Vida City Shelters Emerald.
Okay, your name?
Daniel Adoga.
Daniel
Yes.
Adoga.
Yes.
You are a resident or house owner here.
I'm a house owner.
Can you just tell me exactly what happened? What led to demolition of these structures?
Well, we were just caught on our ways. We weren't notified about it. We just came in and saw that they're carrying out demolitions here
By who? Which authority?
by the FCDA.
And after the demolition, were you told what led to this?
From what we could hear is that the estate developer is not having his full certification papers from the FCDA. So we had,
That was
yes, which we don't really know to what extent that is, because the developer has told us initially that he had everything required, all documents required to sell this place to subscribers.
and this is your own structure.
So that's the argument from FCT minister. So what's my view? Do you invest in Abuja or do you run away this season? I think if you know Barrister Wike's antecedents, his development is big on projects, and I think the next 2-3 years you're going to see a lot more development across Abuja. So I don't think it's wisdom to say I'm not going to invest in Abuja because of this. I think it's a case, if you think you build a house, particularly in prime location, but they can't demolish all houses, right? And they can't revoke all lands, even if they want to. But you can try and pay your ground rent, particularly for those of you who use it for business. You have massive stuff you're doing. Also, if you build houses without permits, proper due permit, make sure you go do that. If you bought a land even from an estate like ours, make sure you go do your C of O. Most of the estates have R of O. Then go do C of O in your own personal name and then start paying your ground rent. Okay, because now it's your land, it's in your name, so just be paying government what is due to them in your name. That would be my advice. Of course, if you are aggrieved, you have the right to go to court and fight it through. What's beautiful about democracy is that every government cannot do more than 8 years. Yeah, even if they are of the same party, they're not always going to follow the same principles. So we can see the difference between President Buhari and that of President Tinubu, even though they are people of the same party. They've taken a different direction. One, subsidized the dollar, subsidized petrol. The other did not, right? So policies will always change every 4 years, every 8 years. Pastor Wike will not be FCT minister for life. However, you need to know that the prices of property in Abuja will not remain what it is for life. Demolition or not, the values are going up because Abuja is developing by the day. Infrastructures are coming by the day. I think what the minister is doing is to, revoke, threaten, so that more people pay ground rent, so that he has more money, right, for a lot of the projects he's doing. I've argued that Nigeria is a country of bullies by the bully and for the bully, and the bigger bully wins. Unfortunately so, but that's what happens everywhere, whether government, individuals, private sector. You will be shocked that even poor people bully rich people with social media and blackmail. Okay. But you can go to court and you can wait it out. Either way, you need to know tough times don't last. Tough people do. I hope this video helps a lot of you who are panicking about investing in Abuja. Well, for me, I'm still investing. We have even a new 5-unit terrace we're selling. We have 3 new estates we're launching. I'm investing. That's all I'll tell you. I love you all. Bye-bye.